Yeah, Kyle's a guy that's done it for a long time. Had a lot of success for a lot of years, and he's done a great job bringing that experience to our room. We got a lot of young guys in there trying to figure things out. So to get another guy in there who's played a lot of football has been huge for all those guys. And he's a guy that last year they didn't ask him to do too much in New York, but he definitely still has some juice in the tank, and it's been fun getting to know him, and excited to get out there and play with him too.
How is his grasp of the system coming along?
Really good. A guy like him, smart guy who's played a lot of football. Like, there's only so many plays you can run. Like, he just is figuring out our verbiage for those plays. So, he knows what he's doing. He's done a really good job picking things up quick, and he's done a good job start camp.
You're kind of the old hat in this offense in that room. So, is that a different kind of role for you to have to be that guy?
Yeah, for sure. Last couple years behind Gronk. He's a guy that can do everything. He's in there 90% of the time. So that's a little bit, for me, I think that's a little bit harder of a role, is like when you're not playing all the time. You're just kind of thrown out there on third down and gotta beat man coverage and stuff. So after having that experience, like now where I'm probably going to be used a little bit more on early downs, I love that, kind of getting into a rhythm of the game. Excited for that challenge, and looking forward to it.
What have you seen out of Cade now that y'all been in pads a few days?
Yeah, so Cade was a guy that got hurt at the end of last year, missed all the spring, didn't really know what to expect from him. But yeah, super smart, already a really good blocker. Like, technically, you can tell he's been coached really well. He's a guy that's going to help us out a lot. He brings a lot to the table. I don't know how he practices with no gloves. I don't know if he's going to bring that to the games too. I'm trying to work on that, but he's a really good young football player that's definitely going to help us out.
What did you learn from Brock in his 2 years that he was here with you that maybe have elevated your game, or something you weren't doing, or maybe you were?
Right. Yeah, it was all with Gronk. It was all learning, like, kind of by watching him, not really listening to him. He doesn't always do a good job of, like, explaining like how he sees the game and stuff, but he's probably the best tight end to ever play. So just seeing the way he went about his business every day, kind of the unique way he sees the game, definitely benefited me a ton. Obviously, I'm not the same player as Rob. He's like, people just bounce off of Rob. Like, when I get hit, I get hit hard. Like, it's not the same for me. But yeah, just being around him, trying to soak up as much as I could from his game, it was awesome. And we'll definitely miss him this year, but I'll try to teach some of the young guys some of the stuff I picked up from him.
You've gotten better.
You ran a lot of free tight end sets last year. Do you expect to do the same this year?
That's a great question. I couldn't tell you. I mean, you look at our roster, our strength is the receivers, like top to bottom, incredible group. So as a tight end, we're probably not going to get as many targets as those guys, because why would you throw to me when you can throw to Julio, Mike, and Chris? So we just have to always be ready when our number is called. I think the coaches do a really good job of mixing up personnel. You don't want to just rely on one personnel grouping the whole time. The defense, that doesn't really give them too many wrinkles when they're game planning and stuff. So I'm sure they're going to do a good job mixing up personnel, but it'll be interesting to see exactly kind of what we do, what our identity is on offense.
Where do you think you've gotten better, in your game?
So early in my career, I was kind of asked to play pretty much every down for a few years, and I really enjoyed that experience. Like I was saying before, just getting into that rhythm, having a good feel for that. It's a little bit harder when you're just going in for just passing, which is kind of what I've done the past few years. So I tried to, the past couple years, just technically really work on the run game stuff, and kind of been a point of emphasis, and just trying to improve every single day on that. So looking to take some steps forward in that regard.
Back in April, you said that it's the first time in like 6 years that you've been healthy in the offseason. Can you reflect on that and maybe how that's changed training camp for you?
Yeah, it's a blessing for sure. I picked up golf something I wasn't able to do for a long time there. Yeah, it's frustrating, when every off season you're hurt, you can't really focus on your training. It's more about recovering than it is like actually improving as a player. So to have the whole off season this year to focus on my body, focus on my game, I think it's paid huge dividends for me. And I still am feeling great. They're taking care of me a little bit this year, which has been really nice. But yeah, I just hopefully, knock on wood, keep it that way. It's a game of attrition, so yeah, just try to stay as healthy as I can for sure.
You alluded to Rob essentially being coated in Teflon. Your quarterback turned 45 today. I know he had the day off, but just what can you say about his longevity in this league? What do you think you're going to be doing at age 45?
I can promise you I won't be playing football. Yeah, it's a testament to him, his work ethic, the way he takes care of himself. He looks the same at 45 as he did at 43. I don't know if that's saying a lot. But yeah, it's incredible the way he takes care of his body, his passion for the game still, during first couple training camp practice, he's still cussing at guys, bringing the passion, bringing the fire. So, yeah, we're just grateful to have him back.
Okay, guys, I'm going to have to bring a team in here. If anybody needs Cam, we'll start walking back this way. Sorry, we're
All right.
a little bit of a hurry today.
Thanks, guys.
Is it